And our meteorologist Vivian Rennie has been tracking Hurricane Erin as it travels closer to the coast. She joins us now live from the KSBY Weather Center with more. Vivian?
That's exactly right, Richard. Let's talk about Hurricane Erin because it's still causing some significant concerns. Now, you can see that mass of a storm. You can even see the eye right there. Currently going through a replication cycle, which means the eye wall won't be quite as well defined for the next 5 or 6 hours, but then it'll get even more intense as we continue through the later evening hours. Currently at Category 2 and thankfully staying well off the shores of the East Coast. So that's good news. Still seeing some impacts of it from these outer bands of the storm. Maximum wind gusts right now about 110 miles an hour. Now those can cause significant concerns for any communities impacted by that. And it's going to continue to move up to the north, but thankfully continue to stay farther off those shores. Right now a Category 2, that intensification of the eye wall that I was just talking about will bring it back to a Category 3 likely as we head into the overnight hours. It's going to slowly weaken then as we head into the North Atlantic over the next couple of days. But thankfully this is staying off our shores because of a huge high pressure system that starts actually in the Carolinas and makes its way all the way to us here on the West Coast. Now there's about 3 major nodes of this high pressure that stretch across the country, and one of them is right on top of us here on the Central Coast, and that's actually what's bringing us that intense heat over the last couple of days, and it's going to get even worse over the next few days as well as this core of the high pressure migrates slightly farther towards the west as it kind of retrogrades back into our region. We'll be seeing lots of sunshine, lots of those wind gusts and low humidities, everything that we need for a heat wave and some fire weather danger to continue. So lots going on with that. Today 99 degrees up in Paso Robles, 85 in San Luis Obispo, 88 in San Ynez, 81 degrees in Santa Barbara, 89 degrees in California Valley. It was a hot one, but it's going to get even warmer over the next couple days as that humidity continues to fall and those winds kick up even more. Right now, humidity's staying less than 15% in many of our interior valleys, so definitely dry there. And even down towards our beaches, 70% in Lompoc, 66% in Cambria. Those are higher numbers than the interiors, but they're still incredibly low for this time of the evening. Basically, what that means is we don't have that marine layer sitting at our coast. No major areas of fog are expected over the next few mornings. Now, we're going to continue to see that big high pressure system sitting just down towards our southeast, and that's going to continue for a few days. You can kind of see that broad circulation around that high pressure. As we head into the weekend, it'll slowly move back towards the east. That's going to let us cool down slightly as we head into next week, but it'll also bring in a very slight chance for some scattered thunderstorms. Now, mainly that's going to be dry lightning risk, so definitely not good news for us here on the Central Coast, but it'll also slightly cool down our temperatures. Until then, though, we've got lots of alerts, lots of watches, warnings, and advisories. Firstly, a heat warning for all the interiors of both San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties. You can see all of that all the way through Saturday night. We also have a high heat advisory for our coastal valleys through Friday night. Combine that with the winds, and we do have a fire weather warning for these interiors, including areas around the Gifford fire, staying in place all the way through Saturday as well. 105 tomorrow in Paso Robles, 90 in San Luis Obispo, 82 in Santa Maria, 87 in Lompoc, and 86 degrees in Santa Barbara. Heating up even more on Friday, staying in those triple digits through Sunday, even in the 90s in San Luis Obispo. Staying warm into next week, but then thankfully we'll start to cool down Tuesday into Wednesday. And as we cool down, those fire weather concerns will also calm down slightly. It's still going to be a tricky forecast all the way through the weekend.